Good morning, everyone. Another day in the life of a firewood delivery service. This site might be something that you're used to seeing. So, we've had a real nice stretch of weather here in Northeast Ohio, and the ground is drying up real nice. So I thought I would risk it and take my truck out to the wood pile and get it loaded up, and it didn't go too well. So I got stuck. Fortunately, I have another truck, the four-wheel drive, and I could just easily pull this out, but that's the risk. I went with a two-wheel drive truck, and it was $10,000 cheaper than a four-wheel drive truck, but you're limited. With most of my deliveries are on pavement, you still got to go off-road, and you get stuck. Hi everyone, this is Joe with Ohio Wood Burner, and we are a small firewood delivery service in Northeast Ohio. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about my day today. This is a very busy day for us. We have a lot of deliveries going out, and we have some bundle production we're going to get started this evening. The weather, we had that real bad stretch of rain, and then it dried out, and it's really nice out. We're in the mid 70s. We're pushing 80 today here in Ohio for early November, and this is awesome. It's still, I was sweating yesterday getting all of these orders ready, running the machine. You still get hot doing it. So on the menu today, I hope this wind isn't bothering you. I'll try to shield the wind. On the menu today, this is a cherry delivery going out to a restaurant, and this cherry is just awesome, man. It's over a year old. It's just bone dry, and I love pulling into a restaurant delivering this stuff, because I know there's not much better out there. The other thing, I adjusted my schedule. So I have this customer, and he burns outdoors. His yard's nice, but after getting my other truck stuck, I just went ahead and changed the schedule around, and I'm taking it in my four-wheel drive. You can see where I got a little of the mud on my tires pulling out my other truck. So this is a third of a cord, and he also wanted 2 bags of kindling. And these are good add-on sales opportunities if you're serious about firewood, and if you sell these for $10 to $15 each, that adds a lot. And then of all your deliveries that you do, if you keep selling this, you can get your average ticket to go up about $10 to $15, and it's just a good way to provide a service to your customers, but also it's good for your profitability. So this is a third of a cord of ash, and this is going out later this afternoon. I also have a full cord in the trailer, which is going out to a restaurant, and this is a maple beech mix. I think there is some ash in there. This is going to a pizza oven, and they don't seem to care as much about the flavor as they want more of the heat. So this was all getting loaded up yesterday, and man, that gets old after a while. But you start looking at your profitability with it, and that's what keeps you motivated. This is a trailer. That gentleman I had bought firewood off of a couple weeks ago, he came down and said he had another load. Would I be interested? This is 50-50 cherry and maple. It's got some mud on it, which I'm suspicious of until I get deeper into the pile. But I says, yeah, bring it down. So he's parked his trailer underneath my roof. The cherry, we got to let that dry out. I'm going to start building my wall back here with it, and that will serve 2 purposes. It keeps me some cherry under a roof, keeps it nice and dry, but this also shields off this becomes like a wind tunnel in the wintertime, and I keep my trailer under here, keeps the ice and snow off of it, and it keeps me a little bit warmer when we're loading. Again, this is the stuff that's drying out going to restaurants, so when later in the winter we'll start pulling from this end and we can load the trailer under the roof. We on top of everything else, yesterday I was making some kindling, and it started getting dark. And this pile here, this is This represents, I'll get it in the morning. So this was the stuff I was throwing into the wheelbarrows, and we're getting this stuff ready to dry. So if you haven't noticed, this gigantic pile right here, we had a little oops with one of the drivers. I had a friend who does tree service, and they had a real big project, and he asked if he hired a log hauler, would I be interested in buying these logs? I said, sure, I'd love to. And I went ahead, I'm going to turn this around. I went ahead and painted a mark on the driveway that I wanted, because, you know, this is where I'm driving around the corner here. I wanted the butts of the tree on this side, and I wanted them to stay this way, and then bring the pile no farther than this, and that will allow me to get my machine in here. I'm still able to work around the corner and you know, make things easier on me. Well, I guess I didn't explain it good enough, because this guy piles these logs, gee whiz, I mean, they're like 15 feet in the air, and all I can think of is being crushed to death working these. So I'll give you some scale here with the trailer. You can see how high up in the air they are. So I might have to hire my friend Jesse, the log hauler, to come down here and move some of these around for me, because that's just dangerous, man. When I go to pull off these, you know, like even this one here, it's just this big log. Good heavens. So I'm going to have to buck this with the chainsaw. And then when this log starts coming down, you know, I got an avalanche of these others coming. And I've been doing this long enough to know that you can't outrun a falling log. So you can see how big this is. You know, this is what I'm working with here. We'll get it figured out though. This is all maple, and then it's ash. You can see the ash up here with the lichen on it. And there's maple underneath it too. So I will show you, you know, this is my current project. These are the rounds that are still too big for me to get through the machine. And these are going to be hit with the super splitter. I've been running the Yappa, and it's still performing flawlessly. And let me just turn this around. So this is where I'm working on right here, this big pile. So I'm just cutting the logs in half and rolling these up to the machine. I used to just grab these and pull them this way with my muscle, but what I'm going to do now is just pull the machine forward and then just roll these logs up to it. And then that way I don't have to I don't have to muscle them around. And then, you know, this is where I got stuck. My gosh, the ground's, you know, we've been dry here for a while, but you know how those two-wheel drive 8-foot bed trucks are. You just think about mud and they're spinning their tires, and that was a lonely feeling. And all I could think of was, you know, me going up to this guy's house and getting my truck stuck in his yard. And you got to think about, you know, you're going to tear his yard up, and they'd probably be upset about that. And you got to call a tow truck, and how much is that going to be to get you pulled out? So that's why I just went ahead and loaded up my 4-wheel drive. You know, the thing with that 4-wheel drive, it's got a posi rear end. I checked the code on the door plate, and you know, I didn't even use 4-wheel drive to pull the truck out. It just gets excellent traction compared to the white one. It's got that open rear end, and man, you just touch that gas and your wheels spinning. Okay, got some Yappa here, my Ultratech dump trailer, and working on these logs. I went ahead and moved over here to stay out of the wind. I just hate that noise, and I go out of my way on windy days, you know, where I'm going to be setting up at. So there you go. That's a day in the life of a firewood delivery service. It is just getting loaded up, getting your deliveries out, and then tonight, this evening, I'm going to be loading up again for tomorrow. Nothing glamorous, but I got to tell you what, I love love what I do. This is the life that I would want to live. Sitting in a cubicle for 10 hours a day isn't for me. I hope I don't ever have to go back to that. So some channel notes here. We have hit 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 subscribers. Thanks to everyone for supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot, and it makes me want to do a better job in producing these videos and making them entertaining for you guys. I really do want to thank everyone. Another thing that we're very excited about, we are entering a sponsorship for the channel, and I'm going to keep it a secret right now, but I'm going to be using some of their products in our videos upcoming, and I am very excited. I think it just shows a new, plateau for the channel. And I hope that we can continue to grow. I hope that we can continue to bring you guys some ideas that we do here for Firewood. And true to my commitment to you about honesty, I share with you what has worked, what doesn't work, what didn't work for me. And I have no problem letting you see all that. I am not an expert. I am a student of Firewood, and I am, I have no ego in this. If I got to change something to improve, I'm going to do it. It's just the way I am. So there you go. I want to thank everyone for watching and continuing your support. Please leave some comments down below. I love reading what you guys have to say, and I hope that everyone has a great day.